Okay, so we're recording, and tonight is our second training in our Series 201, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with y'all so we can get right into it. Tonight we're going to talk about duplication and the power of 3. And for anybody that's not really sure exactly what that means, I'll go through that with you. I'll go over it with you. So in network marketing, one of the ways that we grow our team is obviously by duplicating and bringing more people on as team members. So there is the power of 3 is a term that's kind of been coined, I think, by network marketers, but really Plexus has kind of taken that on. And I think I need to pin my video. There it is. Okay. So Plexus has taken this on as kind of our motto to duplicating and showing us the power of having 3 people, and I'm going to go over that. So just in the red this week, we're covering power of 3, duplication. We're covering integrity as ambassadors and doing the right thing, self-sufficiency, commitment, avoiding the emotional roller coaster. Okay, got to avoid that roller coaster. And then personal and leadership development, which is my favorite. So we'll get right into this. So the power of 3. Okay, and this is just going to be a really quick snapshot, but I encourage you all to get on YouTube and look for the power of 3 presentation that Sheila Medina did at convention a couple of years ago, and it's on YouTube. I think it's Power of 3 Plexus, but Sheila Medina does it, and it's great, like 30-minute video on the power of 3 in more detail. So the power of 3 is kind of a guide for us when we're building our Plexus team. Now this is going to be geared more towards building our team of ambassadors, not necessarily customers, okay? So when you are looking to build a team underneath you, this guide shows you how awesome and the power of just getting 3 people underneath you. So when you started in Plexus, I'm sure someone said, you've got to go silver, okay? Well, that means in our world, going silver means getting 3 ambassadors that are personally sponsored by you underneath you, okay? So bringing 3 people into the company as wholesale ambassadors. That's what going silver means. And when you reach the silver level in Plexus, we all know you get your first bonus and you're on your way to growing your team. So that's why it's so important to get to that first milestone, not only for our bonus, not only for going silver, but it's a great stepping stone in our journey. So this is just a quick shot of showing us, if here we are, we're right here, and everybody that comes into Plexus as a new ambassador starts their own organization. So you are in charge of your growth. You know, I mean, every single person that comes in, the tree starts over. So you're here, you're at the top, you just joined, okay? And you go and you sponsor your 3 running buddies. You know, you've got 3 people that you're like, they're your warm market, it's your family, it's your close friends, it's people that you know are going to trust and believe in you right away, that you can get them signed up, okay? Even if they have never taken the product before and you want them to sign up underneath you as a wholesale ambassador and get their products at wholesale, these are your first 3 people. It's usually your warm market, people that you're really close to. So you've got your first 3. Now, if you teach those 3 to go silver and get their 3, now you've got on your level 2, you've got here 5, 10, you've got 9 people, 45 points. And without going over the comp plan in too much detail, we all know that our levels 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, and 3 are worth 5 points to us. Every ambassador on our levels 1, 2, and 3 are worth 5 points. So here on level 1, we've got 15 points. Level 2, we've got 45 points now. If your level 1s teach their level 1s, which is your level 2s, to go silver in a perfect world, look at this, y'all. Look at the duplication here, okay? So you can see how just you sponsoring 3 and teaching your 3 to sponsor 3 You can see the power of that all the way down to our level 7, which we're paid all the way down 7 levels in Plexus, which is phenomenal. You can see how the points really, really add up. So this is why it's so important to go silver, and to go silver every month. Even if you're a gold ambassador, even if you're a senior gold ambassador, go silver. Get your 3. Keep getting your 3. You cannot, you can't just depend on your team to push you up to the top. Although it does take that, you've got to continue getting your 3 as well. Okay, so we're moving along here. So it's all about duplication. Duplication is something that I am still working on, okay? So I don't have it all together, you guys. We're all on this journey and we're trying to figure out what works. But we talk about duplication. We want our ambassadors, our new ambassadors that sign up, we want them to be able to come in, hit the ground running with a system that we have put in place, the same system that they're going to give to their new ambassadors, okay? And that's what this talks about. You need to have a system within your organization. Your upline may have something that they've, doubled down to you, given to you. You may come up with your own set of documents that you send out, but don't reinvent the wheel. Plexus has given us so many resources. We do not need to reinvent the wheel. We just need to take the pieces and put them together in a package, in a system that we can duplicate and that our ambassadors can duplicate. So this is just a guide, and you can take a picture of this, write this down. One of the things that's suggested is every time you get a new ambassador on your team, you need to send them a welcome email. It needs to have some pertinent information in it, certain documents about our products, certain templates. It can have videos about comp plans, but it needs to be a welcome package that needs to go out to all of your new ambassadors, anybody that you sponsor as your level 1. Okay, take those people and add them to your Facebook team pages, because you want them to be in the know of everything that's going on, and you may not have, you're not going to have time to give them every little detail when you've got your team growing to hundreds and hundreds of people. So you need to have them, you need to send them to this Facebook team page where we have all of this information kind of all grouped together in one spot. The testimonial pages are awesome. There's Plexus Journeys. There's several other ones on Facebook. There's one called Drink, Pink, and Shrink. I know it's not sponsored by Plexus, but I send people to that one because it's like 25,000 people are in that thing. And it's a great testimonial page. Okay, you can give them the link to the new Ambassador Training Series YouTube channel. This is kind of what we're doing here. Same thing, it's just recordings of people doing the same thing we've been doing. And you can send that, maybe send them 1 per week, and they can watch that over an 8-week period, or send them 2 per week. Okay, schedule a 3-way call with them, or a 3-way message, or a 3-way chat. Okay, it doesn't always have to be a phone call. You're just going to have to fill them out and see what type of person they are. If their schedule's really busy and they don't have time for a phone call, put them on a 3-way chat. Put them on there with your upline so that they can say, hey, this is my new ambassador. I'd like you to meet my upline. If you're on my team, we do this. And you can talk to them about their why. You can talk to them about their goals. What do they want out of Plexus? What is their end goal? They're looking to, pay for their products, or they're looking to go for it and get a Lexus and go to Hawaii. So talk about that in the beginning. That way you can keep them accountable to that, and you know how to help them. Okay, point them to valuable resources. Y'all, YouTube is awesome, okay? Like, you can get on YouTube and find anything. Type Plexus, type the word Plexus and any other word you want, and you're going to find it on YouTube. It's the coolest thing. You can actually get sucked into sitting there for hours, so be careful. But YouTube channel has tons of information that you can send to your new ambassadors. Diamond documentaries are great. The Plexus product video that's on our Plexus Worldwide YouTube channel, the Learn While You Earn video is awesome. So many of our ambassadors have done training videos that you can send, little clips, 3 or 4 minute videos, all the way up to 30-minute videos. So YouTube is a great resource, y'all. We're in network marketing in 2016. We're like rocking it with YouTube. So, and then this is like the most important thing, I think. Encourage them to post their first Facebook post, okay? They're gonna like freak out and say, I can't do this, I can't post on Facebook. But I'm telling you, have them post on Facebook. And this is something that I would suggest that you do as far as the Facebook posting. You can even, if they're not comfortable writing the post, See if they'll let you write the post as their sponsor and tag them and say, you know, I'd like to welcome, you know, my new ambassador to my team. You can tag their name and write on there, you know, I'm super excited to see you, you know, on your journey, whatever you want to write that would be pertinent to their journey. The sponsor may want to tag them in a post. So, but get it out there, get it on Facebook. Once that ice is broken, that's all you need. You need one post, and it's like a coming out post, and then it's like home free from there. So encourage them to do that. This is another guide for things you can put into your package, okay, your welcome package. Send them a letter. A lot of this stuff can be found on Plexus Power Tools. If you're not on Plexus Power Tools, I highly suggest that you get in there. It's $10 a year. There's tons of compliant documents in there for, you name it, all kinds of stuff. A lot of these things are in there. So these are some things that you can put into your welcome package to your new ambassadors, okay? Tips for, you know, how to take products. Put the comp plan in there. We have a comp plan that someone just posted. I think it was Krista posted this into our group page, and it's the coolest document, y'all. If you don't have it, go to Plexus Diamonds in the Making or Plexus Revolution. I can't remember which one it's in, but we'll post it up in the, maybe we can post it in the event page. Anyways, it's a comp plan, and then it also has a like a product price sheet and list that you can put all in one document. That's awesome. Print it. You can print a double-sided and carry it around with you. So you have product pricing. You've got a comp plan. It's all color-coded. Something for your new ambassadors. Great tool. And then, you know, you can go down this list here, but I'm going to tell you right now, I don't even think this is on here, but your new ambassadors are going to get the success kit, okay, from Plexus. That success kit is great. Everything they need is in that kit, y'all. It's even got like a 10-step guideline for how, you know, how to do this and what to do next. So use the success kit. Get on, you know, when their package comes in and they've got their success kit, get on a chat with them and kind of go through that, or do a webinar between you and them, or meet them in person if you're close by. But that success kit has everything they need to get going. And it's duplicatable. I mean, that is something that every single ambassador is going to get in their welcome package. So don't reinvent the wheel. We're not talking about going out and starting this huge new, you know, don't freak out that you've got to go start something new and come up with a big Excel spreadsheet and blah, blah, blah. No, everything that we need, we already have. Just putting it all into a system to give to your ambassadors. Okay, teach the system and train them. So, you know, make sure they're taking their products. Make sure they're sharing on Facebook. Make sure they're doing their IPA, income producing activity. You know, make sure they're reaching out to people. Make sure that they're following up. Make sure they're growing. Okay, consistency is the key, you guys. I mean, I'm telling you, there's no other statement that we can say. Consistency in network marketing is what it takes. You've got to stick it. You've got to stay the course. So make sure you're teaching that to your ambassadors so that they can teach it to their ambassadors. Okay, integrity and doing the right thing. This is talking about, as ambassadors, you know, always doing what's right. So we want to treat everyone as we would want to be treated, okay? Don't poach, fish, or pursue prospects of another ambassador, okay? Don't lure people away. If you know somebody's been talking to somebody, make sure that you've covered all your bases about that situation before that person signs up underneath you, okay? Make sure if they've talked to someone else. You know, maybe they're a customer, they're buying from someone else right now as a customer, and, you know, now they're wanting to be an ambassador. Well, technically speaking, you know, that customers, they're going to go to the ambassador they've been buying from. So, you know, let it go. One person's not going to make you a jewel. So there's millions of people in the world, and we don't need to be zoning in on people that have already had relationships with other ambassadors. Ultimately, it's that person's decision who they want to join, but you need to make sure that you're doing everything that's right from your perspective, okay? There's just some tips for personal growth and leadership. Self-sufficiency. This is a big one, you guys, okay? If you want to succeed in network marketing, it's going to be up to you to do it, okay? I mean, as much as we have team morale and we have team pages and we've got our upline that helps us, ultimately, the ball is in your court. It's in my court. And my success is going to depend on how much or how little that I put into this. okay? I'm not going to sit around and wait for my upline to spoon feed me or drag me along. That's my responsibility, okay? I've got to make my own goal, my own plan. I've got to work my business the way that's the beauty of network marketing. This can be done however you want to do it. But you've got to be self-sufficient. You've got to be willing to get out there and learn. You've got to be willing to get out there and talk to people. You've got to be willing to get out there and do something that you're not comfortable doing. Your upline is here to help you. We're here to whatever you need as far as motivation or tools or training or encouragement, but we can't drag you along. You know, I don't expect my upline to drag me along and to be at my door every morning telling me to get up, get going, you can do this, okay? There's a time when you got to take matters into your own hand, okay? If you want it, you got to go for it. It all depends on our own input. And that's why there's that little slogan on the bottom of all the little Plexus Diamond documentaries that say, you know, results of success are based upon one's abilities and how they use that ability. So you know, we all have the same opportunity. We're all starting at the same level, and some of us take the ball and run with it, and some of us take the ball and bounce it for a little bit and sit around and play, you know, right in our little square until we get a hold of things and start moving. So it's up to you. Dive in. Okay, commitment. We've got to be committed. When you signed up as a wholesale ambassador at Plexus, you committed. You committed for a year. You bought in to you paid your $34.95 for 1 year. So you might as well commit. You've already paid the fee, and you know you've already made the commitment to click the button. So you're halfway there. Now you just got to put it into action. Okay, get you a calendar. When I started doing this, I'm telling you guys, when I started doing this, this is when everything kind of took on a whole different role for me. Write down your goals every week and then look at them and see that you've met them. Okay. I promise you, the weeks that you look at your calendar and you've got a full calendar and it's filled up with people you've talked to or followed up with or trained or reached out to, those are the weeks that you're seeing your most success. I promise you. So commit to it and then be accountable to yourself. One person's commitment can change the course of 1,000 lives, okay? Think about the person that sponsored you, or you're sponsored 2 levels up or 3 levels up. You know, when they signed on, they committed, and you're here really because they were committed. So don't you want to be that person? I mean, think about the lives that you're changing just now on your journey. So it's worth it, okay? You've got to decide and you've got to commit. You've got to draw your line in the sand. And you've got to say, I'm doing this. I know this works. And then just do it. John Maxwell here. Some people want everything perfect before they're willing to commit, but commitment always precedes achievement. So you can't wait till everything gets just lined up just perfectly and then decide, okay, now I'll commit to this. You've got to commit first, and then it will start to line up. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm touching on my bases here. Okay, this is a big one. Avoiding the emotional roller coaster. And I wish that I could get y'all all unmuted right now so I could like hear how many of you guys could attest to this with me. Emotional roller coaster. In network marketing, it's like it can be like an emotional roller coaster if you let it. But you've got to stay away from that. You cannot be on this up and down, because you will not, you're not going to go as far if you're going straight, okay? If you're staying level, you're going to go further than if you're going up and down, okay? So detach emotionally from the outcome. When you talk to people and they reject you or they push you off or you get crickets and they don't say yay or nay either way, let it go, okay? Let it go. It may not be the right time for them. Think about how it happened to you. I'll tell you right now, it didn't happen to me. The first time I heard Plexus, I wasn't all in, okay? I told several people no, and I told several people not right now. It wasn't until the time was right for me that I jumped in full force. So remember that. Follow up with those people, but don't let it become an emotional roller coaster for you. Don't get attached to one person, okay? You've got to, if you get caught up in that roller coaster, you're going to quit. You're going to get discouraged and you're going to say, forget it. This ain't working. Okay. go for no. Go for no, because no means, oftentimes it means not right now. If someone tells you no, say, okay, I'll follow back up with you in a week. I'll follow back up with you in a month. I mean, you can, gear it towards how you feel with that person, but follow up. And then when you say that, follow up with them. Okay. I have people right now on my team that I followed up with them 5 times. I just met with a friend today, a very good friend of mine that I have followed up with several times, and I met with her at lunch today, and she's ready. So don't get on an emotional roller coaster about it. Let it go and just keep planting the seeds. Okay. Because most of the time they're going to come back to you. When they see that you're staying the course, and when they see that you're still here, and they see that it's the real deal for you, when they're ready, they'll come. Okay, this is my favorite, personal and leadership development. Okay, guys, you've got to learn to be a leader, and you will learn to be a leader in Plexus. If you are going to build a team and you're going to pour into your team, you've got to have something in you to pour into them. Okay, you have got to grow. And in order for you to become a leader and for you to grow, you're going to have to be intentional about that. Okay, it's a journey. You're not going to wake up tomorrow morning and all of a sudden have all the knowledge that some of our Diamond Ambassadors have. But as you're on your journey towards that, you need to be learning and working and reading, watching videos and reading and talking to other people and reading, okay? So you've got to read. I'm telling you guys, reading, if you're not a reader, get an audiobook or something, because reading will change your whole outlook on life. You've got to pour belief into people. When a new ambassador starts, they don't have your belief. They haven't experienced most of the time. Now sometimes they may, but most of the time they haven't experienced this portion of the journey that you have as far as the business side and the products. You've got to pour that belief into them. You've got to share your belief with them. You need to be constantly reminding them about whatever it is their goals are. That's why you need to know what their why is, so that you can remind them. But you've got to be able to pour into them, and the only way that you're going to be able to pour into them is if you're full. And you've got to be full of your personal leadership skills. Okay? I think one of the coolest things about Plexus so far, besides the health and wellness that I feel, is how much I've grown as a leader. My husband and I have always owned a business besides Plexus, but I have learned a different side of leadership with Plexus, with having to really deal with, people, a lot of people, and pouring into them so that they can grow too. I want my team to succeed, and the only way that I'm going to be able to do that is if I help them grow. So you have to have some belief, and you have to pour belief into them, and to be able to pour that into them, you have to have it in yourself. You have to be full yourself. Okay, network marketing is personal development with a compensation plan. Isn't that so true? I mean, y'all, we get paid to help people. We get paid to help people get better health, get healthier, and we get paid to help people get financially freedom, or financially, free financially. I mean, that's so awesome. So, I could go on and on about this, but next few pages are going to be books. I mean, there's like 3 pages of books. I'm just going to send you all a document with all these books in there, but you need to pick a few of these out and put them on your reading list for this year. I mean, for this month. Some of these are really short reads, like The 4-Year Career right here by Richard Brooke. I read that in like a weekend. I mean, it was like 2 days. It's kind of a short read, and it's awesome. Millionaire by Halftime. Great book to even go through with your team, with the leaders on your team. It's got homework in it, and it's got some self-help questionnaires and cool stuff like that. So I'll send all this to you all I'll put it in our event page on a Word document so that you can have it for your viewing. Anyways, I think that's all for tonight. The main thing, I guess, to take away from this is duplication, the power of 3, making sure that your new ambassadors have a plan of action, okay? Making sure that they have something that they can work off of so that they can duplicate down and start building their team. Personal development and leadership is key in this business. If you want to grow a team, you're going to have to know you're going to have to become a leader. Whether you have one person on your team or whether you have 1,000 people on your team, you're a leader. So how are you leading? I mean, what are you portraying to your team? Think about that. And would you want to be on a team with a leader like you are? Okay. And anyhow, okay. Hope you guys have had a great night, and I hope this has been valuable to you all. And I'm going to stop recording, and then we can have questions if you guys have any. Hold on just a minute. I'm going to stop recording, I think.